Hello YouTube and welcome to The Big, The Classic and The Indie, the triple review show where I review 3 films where one is a big budget film, one's a classic and the other is an indie film. So, what are the 3 films that I have reviewed that are big, classic and indie? Well, let's get to it right now, as we go through, well, like I've already been saying, the big, the classic, and the indie. Let's go. Okay, so for the big, I'm reviewing Split. Written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan, starring James McAvoy, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Betty Buckley. So, this is a psychological horror thriller, like I've just said, written, directed, M. Night Shyamalan that. So, M. Night Shyamalan's films are always a hit and miss. They're either good or they're bad. And this one, I liked it. It was a good film. So, what it is it stars James McAvoy as this guy with multiple personalities. He has at least 23 personalities in him, all living in the same body. What he does is he kidnaps 3 girls, keeps them prisoner, and each persona torments all the girls and that. You know, the main personas that we do see are, I think, a guy called Dennis, another one called Patricia. Yeah, I think she's a woman. Reminds me of Norman Bates, that one. And Elridge, I can't remember he was playing a 9-year-old kid, that personality, and Barry. I think the personality that it was originally with is Kevin. I'm not that 100% sure, but still, it was great. You know, what I liked about it, I liked, how fast-paced it was, how it quickly picked up, how it didn't just drag on or anything. Also, James McAvoy, he did such a great performance as the characters that he was playing. He was just so... I found him really talented in this. He was like a chameleon actor. He can blend into the film that he's into, the role of what he's been given in the film. So yes, also the main girl, Anya Taylor-Joy. She's well, obviously she's very attractive. We look at her backstory as well, her character backstory, what she was going through as a kid and stuff. How she connects with the young boy persona in James McAvoy's character. Also, his psychiatrist, she was, trying to get to the roots of what was going on, but she clearly missed signs from him, and she wanted to know whom she was speaking with and that. So, yes. Also, one other thing I liked about this film was it had the classic M. Night Shyamalan twist. I won't tell you what it is because I want you to go and see it for yourself. Is it a good film? Yes, it is. It's suspenseful. I find it a rare occasion when we get a good movie from M. Night Shyamalan, and this was it. So, my dislikes, I didn't like how, because I did lose track a few times in this film. Not a great deal of it, but I still liked it. But yes, I felt like we could have seen a bit more of Kevin or James McAvoy's character's story and that. But still, it was a great film and I liked it. So my final thoughts and ratings are: this film was great. It was very entertaining. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. It didn't really make me jump because it didn't have jump scares. I mean, it might have had the odd one. But yeah, James McAvoy did a great job. I'd say this is one of M. Night's finest since The Visit, but his finest piece of work has got to be The Sixth Sense and that. But this is the first decent film I've seen. Will there be a sequel? I'm not 100% sure, but all I do know is that it is a great film, very entertaining, Oh, and I recommend that you see Unbreakable. I won't say anything more about that. Make sure you see the M. Night Shyamalan film Unbreakable before you go and see Split, because I'm not going to say any more about that. Just do that. Okay, so M. Night Shyamalan did a good job this time round. Split. For this one, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. So that was the film review. That was the review on Split. So yes. So for the classic review of this show, I'm reviewing Alien, directed by Ridley Scott, starring Sigourney Weaver and John Hurt. This is a 1979 sci-fi horror film. Now, this is an ongoing franchise still to this very day. I mean, the film made about 3 sequels, including 2 crossovers and a prequel and another prequel, which is out in May, called Alien Covenant, which I'm looking forward to seeing. It looks good, but yes, Alien. So this is set in the future when a team go to this planet, the planet which we actually find out that the people went to in Prometheus. They're exploring the planet. John Hurt's character, he finds this weird egg thing and it jumps out and like breaks through his helmet and hugs him in the face, a face hugger. So anyway, the characters, little do they know that the face hugger impregnates John Hurt with an alien inside, and then it's also known for its notorious gory scene in the film where John Hurt has that chest buster coming out of his chest, which reveals to be a little weird-like alien. But of course, these aliens don't stay babies for long, because within a short time into the film, the baby quickly grows up to an alien, a fully grown, mature adult alien. These creatures are known as the xenomorphs. Anyway, this is, at the time, this was known for being a terrifying alien horror film. Even the tagline itself was bone-chilling, space where no one can hear you scream. Now, my generation grew up immune to these films, jump scares and that or whatever, but I can see what the audience of 1979 were thinking at the time. So, what I liked about this, I like the suspense, I like the sci-fi, I like the horror, I like the action in this one, because there is some action sequences in it. I think Sigourney Weaver did a great job as the lead role, because her lead, Ellen Ripley, was originally meant to be a male protagonist, but they made Ripley female, and I thought, Sigourney did a great job in that role. Other things I liked about this was the tension, pacing. It was all good. It was entertaining. I thought it was entertaining, and I've watched this film again and again and again. I even have the Alien box set somewhere in this room. But yes, Alien. I recommend it to you all. This is the classic part review of the show. So now for my dislikes. There weren't really much to dislike on it. I thought, in my opinion, I enjoyed this film. Ridley Scott did a great job directing, and I think that was his first big directorial debut. I think before that he directed a lot of adverts and that, TV adverts in the UK. But he was spot on this one. So that was my final thoughts. Now for my ratings, I'm going to give Alien a good 9 out of 10, because I do like this film and I do enjoy it. So yes, 9 out of 10 for Alien. And for my indie review this month, I'm reviewing Hush, written and directed by Mike Flanagan, co-written by Kate Siegel, starring Kate Siegel and John Gallagher Jr. This is like Don't Breathe, but from a deaf person's point of view. See, Don't Breathe, he was a blind guy, he had people breaking in his house. This one is a deaf woman, there's a lunatic trying to get in her house. So yes, what I liked about this is, like, she's deaf and she can't hear him come in. so that's what makes it kind of creepier. Also, it's definitely home invasion. What it is Kate Siegel plays a deaf woman named Maddie who like lives in this sort of middle, like this small house in the middle of nowhere, you know, just to get a break from the rest of the world to write a book. So that's what she's doing until some crazy guy in a white mask, not Michael Myers, in a white mask, stalks her, torments her, toys with her, and basically tortures her, plays games of cat and mouse with her. He's just toying with her. Things I liked about this film, I liked Kate Siegel's acting. She did a great job playing a deaf person. She's not deaf in real life, because there's sequences where we sort of hear her voice in her head, sort of. I don't know how I can explain that, because she's deaf and she can't talk in the film. But obviously she does in her head. I can't explain it, because if you can't talk and you're deaf, you don't know what a human voice sounds like. But she does a lot of sign language in that, which I can understand, because I do dabble a bit in that stuff, sign language. Also things that I disliked. I disliked how the killer revealed his face too soon in the film. I thought he could have kept it on for a bit longer, you know, kept a bit of mystique behind it. But it was an alright film. It's about 90 minutes long. It was exclusive to Netflix, I think. I think that's where it was first watched by people, on Netflix. It's a 2016 indie film. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's definitely home invasion as well. It falls into that category. So that's what I liked and disliked. I think the cinematography was spot on, and that, like I just said, Kate Siegel did a great job acting. You know, the film was very well done, and it was 90 minutes long, I think I've just said, which was great, you know, because, you know, if a film's like 90 minutes, for me, that's long enough for me, because I start to get a bit fidgety after like 3 hours. I mean, who doesn't get fidgety after 3 hours? But if I enjoy it, which I did do on this one, it doesn't feel that long. So yes, I like this film. So that's my final thoughts. Now my ratings. So yes, Hush. I'm going to give Hush a good 8.9 out of 10. So that's 8.9 out of 10. That's my score for Hush. So that has been my review on the indie film of this month. So that was the big, the classic, and the indie. So out of all those films that I scored out of 10, I gave Alien a 9 out of 10, which means this month, Classic won. So that has been my triple review for this month. And what will I be triple reviewing on next month? I don't know. Let's see what February brings. And also, if you do have any recommendations, then I'll be happy to hear them out. So yes, now it's time for the next part, the shout-outs. This month's shout-outs go to Horror Addict, Matthew Movies, and Bloodbath and Beyond. Be sure to check out those 3 awesome YouTubers. All their channels are linked down below in the description. Be sure to check them out, subscribe, and tell them that I sent you your way. And that's that. So, thank you for watching. So, this has been the classic of the indie. I have been Random Ross. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. And until next time, I bid you all a goodbye, friends, goodbye, and don't have nightmares. Boom.